close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll can seize my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Feel like a dynamite, ready to explode right up in the sky. I need you to listen, I need you to hear, and don't show any fear. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul.
That's good.
close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is.
Well, here was the thing. I was talking to even the AI, but the thing is that my voice hasn't been quite, like, it has been turned off, so of course it would not be visible, as simple as that. By the way, the error you are encountering is a Prisma client known request with this indicating that Prisma can't reach the Postgres database at this. This usually happens because of one or more of the following reasons. Database server is not running. Ensure your Postgres server is running on localhost machine. This listening on this port. Why am I even getting this? Or attempting UDB, attempt a connection using PSQL, incorrect connection. Verify the database URL in the .env or Prisma client configuration, correct pointing to the right host port. Port load docker build. I need to check this thing out exactly, properly actually. Ls. So right now on the top level we don't have any env file. Even if I just get turbo.json, so in here, okay, this particular thing is in here, env database URL. It is mainly for the changes, like if something changes inside a env file, then it should refresh the hash of the cache. Okay, this is not a big deal. What can be the next thing? If I'm using it in here, it could be the problem. It could be problematic. I may have to remove that. Okay, that is the first thing that's happening in here. DB deploy. There are so many things that are extra, and they should not be here. Okay, interesting. Moving to Q2 is gonna be problematic. These many things are here that are crazy. As I have cloned it, git status, your branch is up to date, origin production. I'm not even there. Let's connect SSH. Here is the thing. If I just click ls in here, get turbo.json, I have all those things in here. Well, these things are not being used, so I have kind of these extra things, especially db generate, migrate, and deploy. I don't need this, but I have these. What should I do? Let's go with this. The thing is that when I just run npm build, I get this error, so I have to fix this. Creating optimized production build. Okay, why is this taking time? Well, it's not actually. This is built, and at the end we get this error. Like while building, it tries to connect to database, and then it simply throws this error. That means we have to check the env files. But before even that, can I check the path where it's actually encountering the error? Ubuntu apps web. Inside web, is that so? Yeah, not really. I think web, Ubuntu, share, pnpm tools, pnpm run build, home, Ubuntu, BFS, apps web. I think there's high probability of encountering the error in the web, because that is the page that's being statically generated. So we have to go inside web. So that is this one. But inside the web we do have env file, and the env file is like this in here. I have to manually check it on the AWS machine. So ls cd apps ls cd web. I said web. Well, here we are. As for, oh my god, don't we have, we must have env file here. Ah, We do not have any env file inside that. That's crazy. I saved it. cat.env. Wow, that is insane. I can't even believe this thing right now, but never mind. Let's cd back and go to change which http server. Maybe it will have that http server cat.env. What the hell? ls minus a. Even it did not have the .env file, but I saved it. I may have saved it accidentally in the. Okay, let's stop it right now. Exit it. First of all, let's see 65 116. This is the production one, and I have to check this particular thing in here. What was that? This server thing, I don't even need that. I have to start running the dev instance. But what is the problem with this? I can start it right now. AWS health 15 minutes ago. Health verification required. Yeah. What does this mean? Health event. Okay, I'm just going to run it, and I can just stop this server. Connect instance. Stop instance. For now, I can do that. Dev server. Okay, 2 are selected. That's my bad. Just wanna stop the one of them in here. Okay, so ultimately dev VM machine is running, prod VM machine is running right now. Even this is being initialized. So I hope I can connect to it. As for the IP address of this dev machine, so that is this one. I was trying to connect the production machine, and that is why I was getting the error. In production, I haven't saved the env files yet. So I can just simply go ahead like this. I hope it will be able to connect. SSHK. Well, yeah, it connected. Let's go to BMS, CD, BMS, LS. And right now, if I just CD apps / web app, I must have a ls -al. I have an env file cat.env. So this is database URL, and then neondb is database URL. That's working fine. cd one step back, and then http server cat.env. We have that in here as well, and ultimately both of them are exactly same, so don't need to worry about it. Let's cd back ws server and cat.env. We even have this thing in here, and all of them are exactly the same. And now let's move 2 steps back like this, and let's cd packages Prisma and check here whether the .env file exists or not. Well, it does exist in here too, and ultimately when it comes to the URL is almost the same. That's insane. So why was I getting that error? So let's npm install everything. Well, npm install everything, already up to date. Then npm, let's build it, and then see the error that we get. Even it wasn't the error, it just got stuck like this. Okay, for fixing this error, we may have to create a T2 instance. Like the previous one ran easily because it did not have to connect to the database. This one has to connect to the database. I think because of that thing we are getting the error. This is insane. So even that one is running properly if I'm not wrong. Let's refresh the page, and yeah, the checks have passed. It's running well, even the development machine. And right now I'm just getting this error. Even this is not it got just simply stuck. I probably think that I will have to create a T2 machine, but the thing is that there is no payment method connected. That could be problematic, but let's see. Yeah, if it takes time to respond, that means my virtual machine is unable to handle this much pressure. What a pressure on it. So I'm using this development thing and action such instance setting and change create specification that is already unlimited mode, and still I'm facing this issue despite having unlimited mode. That's interesting. So I should try the same thing on the T2 large. Let's see whether that works out or not. And if it doesn't work, then I will have to move to T3 micro and all. This is insane. By the way, I'm just gonna take a break for how long has it been? By the way, just half an hour, not long. But I'm gonna be taking a break for 5 minutes and then I'll be back. And if it still doesn't work out till that time, then we will have to switch, of course. Then we may have to add a payment method. We may have to spend some money on the virtual machine to get this work done. Even we spent around 116 rupees yesterday to get the domain name, and now here we are. So money, money, money everywhere. And especially when you don't have a credit card, you are screwed, you are doomed, you are gone. Just like that. By the way, let's set a timer for half an hour. 5 minutes, not half an hour. I'll be back within that. And until then, you may keep listening to this. Here we are again, got a little late, but never mind, let's continue. Okay, so this is the thing. What should we do right now? We have one more way. We have created another EC2 server. Let's end it right now. I don't really have any other way. First of all, we will be fixing our backend, and then we will be exporting it, and then we'll be getting the things done. First of all, some of the things that are not required. First of all, this migrate thing is not required here, so let's remove it. Okay, this db generate is not required here, let's remove it. This env not required here, so I'm even going to remove this. And once these all things are done, even this particular thing is not required here, so let's remove this. And anything else, dist file, lint, check types, everything's fine here. Apart from this particular thing, package.json, TypeScript, lint, private to BMS. Its name is just BMS, that's okay. Naming does not matter that much, especially in here. Then we have tsconfig file. We have everything in here. We have package.json. We have everything in here as well. Done. Okay. Apart from this thing, inside this tsconfig file, we have this much. Well, quite okay, not that much bad. Well, if I actually want, I can use this Prisma file in here, including source and then excluding these two. So it's better to use this one. Modify the tsconfig file a little bit. I think same will not happen here for sure. This env file has already been generated from the web Next.js site, so I don't really need to worry about this particular thing in here. And the last that we have tsconfig file inside the HTTP server. I can do the same in here. Ultimately, we will be ignoring both of them. Once this much is done, so ls cd, one step back, we will be pushing to production. We will be pushing it to the main as well. So first of all, okay, the production thing we have changed. It must not have been changed in the main branch. That's right too. So let's do one thing. Git status. First of all, let's check git status fatal cd bms ls git status. I have modified 3 files, turbo.json, then app web ts config of these 2 ones. This much has been modified, and this time it's time to get add git commit a m and modify ts config, and but these things are being done separately, right? How can we make it the same? Adding 2 things with the places. We can merge them, right? So let's do one thing. I've made these changes. I can just add them. So git, I don't need to stash them. Git add everything. So the previous one was fine. Commit m a m modify turbo and ts config files, something like this. Git status, everything's done. Right now git merge, I have to merge it. What do I have to merge it? Okay, let's go to product main branch first of all. Git checkout main, git status. But the thing is that here those changes will not reflect because I haven't removed them yet. So right now I can do one thing, git merge and production, something like this. So this thing is done in here. It's simply saying that it removed some of the files from ts config turbo.json. It removed from ts config from of the web server or HTTP server, both. 3 files changed, 8 insertions and 16 deletions. This is how it's simply showing us. That's okay. Git status, nothing to commit. But the thing is that right now the changes are being reflected on the main branch as well, and the same changes are being reflected on the production branch. Right now we can do one thing, git push. So it will be pushed to the main branch, and let's go to the GitHub, and here we are inside GitHub. Let's simply check whether the changes are reflected in here or not. So this is the main branch, and if I just check the turbo.json, so here changes are being reflected in here. That means we are seeing the changes. And if I go to the production branch, I should not see the changes being reflected here. Yeah, they are not being reflected here because we have to push the code to the production as well. This branch is one commit behind the main. That's right. To create pull request, I can create a pull request to the commit branch, create a pull request, discuss and review the changes in the comparison with others. Ultimately I can create a pull request. So what am I doing? A base production and compare main, able to merge these changes. So ultimately I'm on the production. I can create a pull. The pull has been created, modify turbo.json and ts config file. Create pull request. A pull request will be created. Once the pull request is created, merge pull request. So I created pull request, and now I have got the request to merge it. Ultimately it's like that. So your main branch isn't protected. Protect this branch from force pushing, deletion or request statistics, view documentation. Protect this branch. Okay. Rule set name, I'll have to know about it, then I'll do this thing. First of all, let's dismiss it right now. And the thing is that this is the main branch, this is the production branch. Production branch is one commit behind, and even I got a pull request in here that I sent from main to production, yeah, something like that. Modify turbo this thing, and I can just accept it here, merge pull request, and once I merge it, merge pull request, yeah, confirm merge, it will be merged, and pull request successfully merged and closed. That's amazing. So ultimately this is what that's been implemented in here. So ultimately pull request has been resolved. Let's go to BMS, and right now production has the recent pushes 16 seconds ago. Okay, so if I go to production, production head. Okay, compare and pull request. Merge pull request hashtag one unstoppable. Create pull request. Why do I need to create a pull request? Aren't they the same? Production is the same, and talking about the main branch, that is also the same. That's right. We had modified turbo this particular commit just a few minutes ago, and similarly we had the same thing on the production side. Merge pull request from unstoppable main. Well, I think it hasn't been merged yet. Let's see the commits. Modify, and then this one I've got merge pull request from code. This is crazy. Okay, what can I do now right now? Compare and pull request. Production had recent to pushes 1 minute ago. That's okay. So I can compare and pull request, as simple as that. Create a pull request. Merge pull request. Confirm merge. Close pull request. So this thing is done. BMS. Right now these are the two. Here we have 5 commits. Merge pull from main, then merge pull request from this. So ultimately we got the pull request from the main file, and then we got the pull request from the production file, from both of them, and this is how it's been going on. And when it comes to the main branch, let's look at the main branch. This is the main branch, and we have 5 commits. When it comes to the production branch, we have 4 commits. And talking about these things, merge from the main branch. Okay, this is something that we have. What do we do right now? Okay, let's merge both of these. First of all, I will just okay, will I keep getting this thing over and over? It's saying that again, that this branch is 1 commit behind this branch, which means production branch. So I can contribute. This branch is not ahead of the upstream. This thing is here. Discuss and review. I can just pull request, and if I actually create the pull request, this is getting actually crazier and crazier, but okay, let's keep doing it until it commits. This is the commit conversation. Well, it's mainly because I think everything I'm doing from here on, and that is because I'm fetching this thing over and over. So I need to take the help of my terminal thing, but let's see if it gets resolved. Well, I think it got resolved. Main is okay. Branch. Okay, again this commit. We have 6 commits. Let's go to main and merge it. As simple as that. Git pull. This thing is done. Git log. These are things that we have got. Let's quit it. Git check out production. Your branch is behind origin production key by 3 commits. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, git merge main, git log, quit it, git push. Hint, git pull before pushing. Git pull, git log, quit it, git push. Now let's check this thing out. refresh the page. So ultimately one commit ahead here. Let's talk about the main. It has 5 commits. It has 6 commits. What I want to do is simple one thing. Git merge main, git push origin head, git push origin production. We have so many logs in here. Okay, this thing that we are getting, we can do one thing. We can actually delete this branch. View all branches. We have main, we have production, active branches, your branches. What is this thing? 3 minutes ago, 3 minutes ago. Can I delete it? We have deleted these 2 branches. Wow. Branch could not be deleted. Okay, we have main branch. So ultimately if I go there inside BMS, it's showing me only one branch. I have deleted that production one. Okay, git merge main, git, even I'm gonna delete it, branch remove d. It can't be deleted like that. How can I delete it? Just d, not like that. Git branch remove. It will not work that way. Git branch, we have 2 branches. We have created again new branch, remove. Amazing. Let's go to the main branch. So git check out main, git branch, these are the ones. Git branch d production was deleted, and right now we have only remove. So let's delete the remove as well. Remove, that's also got deleted. That means we have only main. Git check out b production, we have created a production. Right now we have 2 branches. Git git push origin production. Well, it's pushed as well. Git check out main. Here we are inside the main branch. Talking about this thing, there should not be any difference by the way right now. So this is the main branch, this is the production branch that we have, and both of them are at the same level. Okay, what can we do right now? Once this thing is done in here, then the next step comes, and as I'm doing it right here, let's get everything's done on the new AWS machine that we have created. Okay, not quite sure whether this thing is gonna work or not, but this is the server that we created earlier, and this is T2 large server. On these T2 micro, I wasn't able to run it because the CPU was only one. T2 large we get CPU, 2 CPUs if I'm not wrong. So let's connect to this, start the instance, connect this thing, and let's see then what's gonna happen. Of course we may have to pay money. I have just started working on it, so I'm not even quite familiar with the interface. So I may take some time to figure the things out, but we will be working on it like this only. I hope it's gonna be running very soon, and once it starts running, then I can simply go ahead. Well, it's being initialized and it started running, so I can just simply copy the IP address from here on. Let's connect it to the server, and the thing is that even it doesn't have the cd this. Okay, let's do one thing. Let's simply ssh this thing dot ssh aws. First of all, we'll have to copy it. Even we can't do that, so clip something like this dot ssh aws dot pub. So we are gonna copy the public key. Once the public key is copied, let's connect it to the terminal, and once we connect to the terminal, we need to set the public in the authorized file, of course in .ssh directory. So here we need to get few things done in here. cd this thing dot ssh git, not really git, let's simply use ls command. Authorized keys, so vim authorized keys, input control and paste it, escape it, and then write and quit it. Cat authorized keys, here we are. Let's do one thing right now, that is exit it. First of all, exit. Once this is exited, now we can actually try connecting it. So we got the IP address. Once we got the IP address, then the next thing that we need to do, SSH, we need the input file. That's gonna be .ssh aws, and Ubuntu is gonna be the root name. Ubuntu @ this is going to be the IP address in here. I hope it's gonna connect the SSH. Oh well, S. I hope it's gonna work fine. We are in here. What are the things that we need to do? First of all, sudo apt update. Not really, the command is wrong. Sudo apt update. This is the first thing. The second thing is that we need to install Node.js inside it. So Node.js. Of course, we need Node.js for what? We need Node.js for this is crazy. Get support node source. I need to download it, and then I need to download it for what? I need to download it for Linux, and of course I need to download with the NVM, with the npm or on. Okay, pnp. I don't have the pnp. I can go with this thing, copy it, as simple as that, paste the whole thing, and then go ahead. Even this virtual machine is just for testing purpose and to see whether the things work out as expected or not. So we have a node version in here, we have npm version in here, but the thing is that we need to install pnpm as well. So npm install globally pnpm should work fine. Well, pnpm version, we got the pnpm as well, so we have the pnpm package as well, of course. And after this thing, what do we need to do? We need to clone it, clone the repository. Git init. Especially if I want to clone the repository, so I have to initialize git. What is the problem? Using master the name default branch. What does this mean? ls. We don't have anything. Git branch m. Can't I? Git status. Okay, we have these many files inside it. That's interesting. I just want to do one thing, and that is git clone and the repository that I have right now. So let's go in here. This is the repository that I want to clone. Just get the HTTP URL, that would be fine. Paste it in here and clone it. Once I have this thing in here, ls cd bms, we are inside it. We can do pnpm install to install everything. Even we need to install nginx. So let's do that too. How to install Nginx. Nginx install Ubuntu. So Ubuntu, how to install Nginx. Here we are. This is the simple command that we have sudo apt install Nginx. So let's do that too. ls sudo apt install Nginx. Yes. It will be done quite quick. Okay, this thing is done. Talking about the version of Nginx, that's gonna be like 1.240. That's okay. Let's cd bms, and then we need to have the .env files for the database. And this is the simple thing. I can have the URL of the database in here. Like this is the URL, and mainly what am I using here? I should be using dev. This time it's okay, bms dev only. Let's get the URL, copy it, and right now ls cd apps. Okay, then we have many apps inside it, and then we need to save it. HTTP server. So let's do one thing. cd HTTP server ls minus a. We do not have .env file, so vim.env, something like this, and then input. We can do one thing, database, spelling is wrong, it should not be wrong, database URL, and then paste this thing in here. So ultimately this is the thing that has been pasted. I need to copy this thing from here as well, so that I can just use it later on. Control C should be done. I think it's pasted. If it is copied, so I should be able to paste it again. And well, I am. That's insane. I can not cut it. Okay. It's almost done. Let's write and quit it. cat.env. Well, we have this thing in here. cd one directory back, and then ws server vim or vi.env in here as well. Let's paste this thing in here. Oh no way. Write and quit it. cat.env inside here. That's done. cd one directory back, cd web app ls. What is the problem? Is it not able to even handle this much like load? Okay, let's do it. vi.env. I think so. It's even getting stuck with this much. .env. It could be the network issue or something. I don't know. So vi.env. Okay, let's paste it in here. Exit it. cat.env. So this thing is also done. Ultimately we have saved the file. So right now let's go to directories back, cd packages prisma vi.env, paste it in here and exit it. cd 2 steps back, ls git pnpm install, and then I have to just simply build it, and I hope it's gonna be able to handle the load of it. I'm not sure whether it will be able to handle the load or not. Repo is done, and then stuck. Wow, it did this. T2 large, it works fine. It works really fine. I'm happy to know that. Didn't really expect this thing to work in here, but it worked. We can run it pnp dev. So that was the problem that we were facing earlier. And congratulations, we are done with the things. They are working superbly fine. Okay, but the thing is that we don't need to get this thing. Let's exit it from here, and even we have to remove that instance. one more thing that I wanted to discuss. Am I audible?
I'm here to help with any questions or tasks you have. Feel free to let me know.
That's interesting. The thing is that I have created a AWS instance with a t2.micro. Now I want to change the instance. I want to move from T2 to T2 large, T2 micro to T2 large. Is there any way that I can do it after the instance has actually been created?
Yes, you can change an AWS instance type after it's been created. You'll need to stop the instance, modify the instance type, and then start it again. Would you like guidance on how to do this? Through the AWS Management Console or the AWS CLI.
So ultimately, AWS CLI. Okay, I am not worried about CLI. I'm worried about the page. Right now, I have to stop both of them, right? Like I'll have to stop the instances.
Yes, you'll need to stop the instance before changing its type. Then you can modify it and restart it. No need to worry about the CLI if you're using the AWS Management Console. Would you like guidance on how to do it via the console?
How can I modify the instance type?
Yes, you can change the instance type in the AWS Management Console. First, stop the instance. Then go to Actions, Instance Settings, Change Instance Type. Select your new type and apply the changes. Finally, restart the instance. Your new type will then be visible in the instance details. You can find detailed instructions in the AWS documentation.
Well, that's interesting. So actions, instance settings, and then what?
Exactly. After choosing actions and instance settings, select Change Instance Type, pick your new instance type, and apply the changes. Then start the instance again to complete the process.
Okay, so I had T2 earlier micro. Right now I'm gonna have T2 large is going to be enough for me. So where is that?
In the instance type dropdown, select T2.large from the listed options, and then apply the change. Once done, restart the instance to finalize it. Your instance will now be T2.large.
T2 micro is for free users, like for free trial, right? And then T2 large is paid.
Exactly. T2.micro is part of the AWS free tier, while T2.large is a paid instance type with more resources and capacity.
How much capacity this T2 large has?
The T2.large instance has 2 vCPUs and 8 GB of memory, along with burstable performance. It's designed for general-purpose workloads where you can burst beyond the baseline when needed. Would you like help with cost details or further configuration options?
So like it has like 2 cores, CPU cores, and 8 GB memory it has. And the previous one, like micro, has like 1 core and 1 GB memory, if I'm not wrong, right?
Yes, you're correct. A T2.micro instance has 1 vCPU and 1 GB of memory. If your application requires more resources, you can move to T2.large, which offers 2 vCPUs and 8 GB of memory.
But here is the thing. On my AWS account, there is no payment method. Like I got credit card connected an year ago, and right now even that got disconnected. But I'm still able to create a T2 large instance, and I'm actually able to run the programs on that. What does this mean, and how will I be charged for it?
It appears that while AWS typically requires a payment method, new customers often receive up to $200 of credits to use within the free tier. If your account is within the free tier usage limits, or you're using the credits, you won't incur charges beyond that. However, once you exceed those limits, or the credits are used up, you'll be billed at standard rates. I'd recommend checking your free tier usage to avoid unexpected charges.
Okay, how should I check the free tier usage?
You can track your AWS free tier usage in the billing dashboard or the EC2 console. You'll see usage alerts when you're near or exceeding free tier limits.
Okay,
For
guide me
example-
with the process. Guide me with the process. Like, how can I check the free tier uses and mainly my credits? How can I check that on AWS?
To check your AWS free tier usage, go to the AWS billing dashboard. Look for the free tier section, and it will show your usage percentage for services like EC2 and EBS. You can also enable free tier usage alerts, or use AWS budgets to monitor when you're near or exceed your usage limits. For more details, check the AWS documentation, docs.aws account billing, latest about V2's tracking free tier usage.html.
Okay, so ultimately I'm here and I'm getting free trial offers in use. Offers to trial. Okay, I have this thing. It is saying service is AWS service catalog, and AWS free trial use limit is 1000 API calls are always free per month as part of AWS free usage tier, and then USE1SC API calls. What does this mean?
That means you can make up to 1,000 calls per month to the AWS Service Catalog API without incurring charges. If you exceed that limit, you'll be billed for additional API calls beyond the free tier.
Does it mean does it mean I can use any instance type?
Not exactly. The free tier provides specific usage limits for certain services, like 1,000 API calls, but not for all instance types. For EC2, micro or small instances are usually free, but larger instances like T2.large may incur charges. You'll need to check which instance types fall under your free tier limits.
How to check that?
You can check which EC2 instance types are included in the free tier by visiting the EC2 free tier documentation, docs.aws.amazon.com/AWS-EC2 latest user guide, EC2-free tier usage.html. It lists the instances and their limits. If you're unsure, I can help look up the latest details for you.
Yeah, go look up the latest details and let me know.
I found the latest details about AWS free tier. For accounts created on or after July 15, 2025, eligible instance types include T3.micro, T3.small, T4G.micro, T4G.small, and C7iflex.large, among others. To track your usage and ensure you're within the free tier limits, you can check the EC2 dashboard in the AWS Management Console. Would you like further details or help with specific steps?
The thing is that my account on AWS was created in 2024. At that time I had no idea about it, so I didn't really do anything. But yeah, it was created at that time. So as per that particular timing, how many instances I can actually use?
If your AWS account was created in 2024, you can use T2.micro and T3.micro instances up to 750 hours per month for 1 year. After that, you'd move to standard pay-as-you-go pricing. Would you like help with monitoring or adjusting your usage?
Okay, just a sec. You are saying that I can use T2.micro. Let's go to Ubuntu.
Exactly. For accounts created in 2024, T2.micro is eligible under the free tier, along with T3.micro.
Well, the thing is that when I create the account, like I launch a new instance, at that time I see only one option, that is T2.micro is under free trial tier eligible. Apart from that thing, that particular instance type, I'm not getting any free trial eligible type. Why?
Exactly. Based on your account's creation in 2024, T2.micro is the free tier eligible instance. Other instance types like T3.micro are not free for older accounts. They require newer accounts or additional credits. Would you like assistance with managing or upgrading within your account?
T2.micro, T2.small, then medium, and then we have T2.large. We have T2.medium.
Yes, the T2 instance family includes T2.micro, T2.small, T2.medium, and T2.large, each with increasing resources. Would you like help choosing the right size for your needs?
And if I create a AWS machine, EC2 machine, then I will be charged as per the users.
Yes, if you launch an EC2 instance beyond the free tier limits, You'll be charged according to the standard AWS pricing for that instance type. You can check the pricing details on the AWS website. Would you like help finding specific pricing info?
Well, there is Sachin. Hello, good to see you. So things are clear so far. The thing is that I'm using Turborepo, okay, and I'm actually trying to deploy it on EC2 machine. When I'm using the T2.micro instance type, at that time it just simply hangs and doesn't work at all. So I just think that I will have to move to like T2 small or maybe T2 medium, because if I move to T2 large and it works fine. So if I move to maybe T2 medium, it may work too, right?
Yes, upgrading to T2.medium should give you more CPU and memory resources, which should improve performance compared to T2.micro. If T2.large works fine, T2.medium might also meet your needs without going all the way up. Would you like assistance with switching or configuring it?
So how can I actually decide which type is good for me? Is there any standard way to just figure this thing out?
To decide which instance type suits you, consider your workload. T2.micro is good for light usage, T2.small or medium for moderate traffic or applications, and larger types for heavy workloads. AWS provides instance type documentation to help you match types to use cases. Would you like help finding that documentation?
Well, T2.micro and T2.small, they provide only one CPU. Does this mean that if I deploy Turborepo, will it not work as expected?
If your application is CPU intensive, you might need at least T2.medium or even larger, as they offer more vCPUs. You can also check CPU and memory specs in the AWS documentation to match requirements. Would you like guidance on checking these specs or picking a specific type?
Right now I'm simply gonna go with the T2 small and then see how it's gonna work for my project, and then I'll think of other things.
That sounds like a good plan. Monitor performance after the switch and adjust as needed. If you need any further help or run into issues, feel free to reach out.
Okay, let's get this thing done. Instead of just simply going to the large version, large type, let's simply action instance type and change instance type, and that's gonna be, for now at least, we had T2 micro. I want to have T2 dot let's go with small this time. I hope it may work for us. I think it is not under free trial eligible, but we can just check this thing out. Change instance type and then it starts running it, and then see whether it works or not. It is right now small. I hope it will work for me. If it doesn't work, then of course we can move to like higher instances, but it's like that. What does this mean? Instance change successfully. Okay, these are the pop-ups. It's running right now. Okay, let's work on it. So I need to connect to my virtual machine right now. The IP address of it is gonna be this, so let's copy it. Okay, let's go ahead. So this thing is done. We are here. CD, BMS, LS. Even we need to clone this thing properly. It's not cloned well. Yeah, that's true too. But that does not really matter if we actually do it well. pnpm install, pnpm build. Let's see. Well, it actually worked. We just moved from free tier to the paid version. Of course, I don't know how even I am gonna be asked to pay money, but right now we are just simply going with this thing and it's working fine. What else can we expect from it? But yeah, it's working fine. We are able to run build command. The thing is that with just a free trial, it was just getting stuck. It was not working at all. Right now it's working fine. We have just one CPU and we have 2 gigabyte space. I think, yeah, under t2.small type instance. So if I run tnpm build, sorry, come on, what build? tnpm dev. So I think it's working. Yeah, server is running, HTTP server is running, and even web server is running. And when it comes to the, let's check whether I'm getting any result or not. I'm not even sure whether I will get the result. Of course I will not get the result because this is not running on my local machine. This is running on the AWS EC2 machine. That is the thing that I need to keep in mind. But okay, I'll figure this thing out later on because I'm still on the journey of learning, so that's not a big problem. So this thing is done. The same thing I can do for this thing. Right now I have to move from micro to small, and then it would start working fine. So let's change the type instance. Earlier I had large, this time I will have small. Where is this small? Small. This thing is done. Let's simply change the type. I'm gonna suffer from sneeze a lot very soon. Okay, I will have to now turn the sound off too. Like, things are working fine. I can continue with the study. I was continuing with the process that I was going through. But even before that, let's make sure everything works fine. Production, let's start the instance. Dev thing is working fine. When it comes to production, I'm not sure whether it's gonna work fine or not. First of all, let's get it connected. For this thing, we need to have 2 terminals in front of us. First of all, SSH input .ssh AWS, come on, it's unable to do that. AWS, this is okay. We are already in the machine. Why are we worrying about anything? Here we need to get it connected. SSH, this is gonna be input, and then SSH AWS Ubuntu @ and then we need the IP address of the production virtual machine, and that is this. The thing is that I haven't set the env files here, so there's high, of course we will get the errors, and then we'll have to add the env files in order to get rid of them. cd bms ls pnpm build. If I just simply build it, I will get the error for sure. Even if we are using that, will I get it? I will get it because the env file is not there. This is what I think, but let's see. Creating an optimized version at the end of the day, at the end of the creation building thing, I should be getting that. And here we are. It's simply telling that what is that? Can't reach the database server. What do we need to do? We have to just simply add the env file. How do we add the env file? By getting it. Where will we get it from? We'll get it from NeonDB. What kind of data we'll have? We'll have the data production. We'll have a data for production, and that is BMS prod. Let's get the connection string from here. So this is the string that I need from here to here. Let's copy it, go back, and in here let's go to the each like apps, and then create .env file inside them. ls cd apps. Okay, what is this? Apps HTTP server. This is the first thing that we have. Even inside that we don't have anything. A .env file at least we don't have. So vi.env. and then of course I need database URL, and then URL is going to be this. Apart from this thing we need to copy it too, so let's copy it from here to here, Control C, this thing is copied. Let's exit it, Control W key, this thing is done. If I wanna cat it .env, it should work fine. The thing is that do we need to have the .env file in here? I'm not sure, so let's do one thing, ls remove .env. I think it will work fine. ls a, we have .env, if we remove .env, ls a, yeah, that's removed. What I want to do right now, I just simply wanna cd to packages and then Prisma, and I just wanna keep that .env file in here. ls, of course I will not get the .env file in here, that's not okay. That does exist in here, cat.env. This is the file that we have. Okay, I think database URL is the same. How can I check this particular thing out? Check the password, ep royal breeze, and this, yeah, database URL is the same. That means I should not save it in here, so I can just simply go back and get it done in the remaining apps. cd apps http server vi.env. let's paste it in here and exit. Similarly cd one step back web app, and then I think we don't really have this thing in here as well. .env file, okay, it does not exist, so I can say vi.env, and then again the same process, simply copy it, paste it, and then exit it. And the last thing remaining, that is a cdws server that we had. I think we don't really have this thing in here too. We don't. Then what? vi and .env. Paste this thing and exit it. Almost we are done with the things. Let's go one step back to, and here we will be just installing everything if required. And we are already up to date, so I can just simply say that npm build. Before even running the server, we need to build it. And I hope this time during build we should not face that problem. If we face that, that means we have to remove the dist files that have been created, and then we can simply go ahead. But I think I should not face the issue, because that env file exists. That means database URL variable is already present, and when that is present, so it should work fine. And guess what, yeah, it is working fine. One item, everything's been cached. That means I can just simply run it. So pm, and even here I should be getting one thing, generating static site pages 4x4. So the thing is that the page, that the next page that we have, that was rendered server side, that was rendered on the server side, and then the static files got generated. At that time there was no when it got the static pages generated, there was no value in the user, so it should be undefined. And as for these things, I'm not worried about them in here. Let's run pnpm dev and see. Okay, we figured this thing out. The error that we were facing, that was mainly because of the free trial, and done. It's working fine. And this is not running on my local machine, this is running on the virtual machine, EC2 virtual machine, of course, virtual machine of AWS. So let's close this thing, everything's being closed, and ls, and similarly here. And right now it's time to continue with the class. The thing is that I was going through the class. Even the good thing is that whether you call them good thing or what, I don't know, but I have actually bought a code base. What code base? So yesterday night I was just going through the class, and then I needed to buy the domain. So I got a domain from myself from Hostinger, and this was my first time buying it, and even I got it for 85 rupees, not 85, 89 rupees, and the subscription is for 1 year. and the domain is what is that, codingthecode.site. I wanted to have codingthecode.com, but coding the code, this is my favorite line. Never mind. So I have the codingthecode.com was for 299 rupees, and I got codingthecode.site for just 89 rupees. Then including the GST and all, I had to pay around 116 rupees. And with this much money, like 116 rupees, I got the domain for a year. That means for a year I don't need to worry about anything. After that, who knows what's gonna happen. So it's really a good thing that happened. Then I went to this DNS, and then I created some of the DNS records. DNS means this particular line refers to this particular IP address. Ultimately, the way it's like you have to have a DNS name, and that DNS name will be referenced to a particular IP address. So like right now we have staging.ws. It is referencing to this particular IP. Why is this important? Because ultimately whatever we search, first of all, that search tries to find out the IP address of that particular website. So we have suppose google.com. So google.com doesn't directly go and get the page. We need the IP address. So google.com is referenced to an IP address. Then we get the IP address, and with that IP address, we hit the backend, get the data and all, something like that. Okay, by the way, I think I should be just simply going ahead and getting started with the same process again. I will be turning the mic off right now because of course right now I'm gonna start taking the class again. I got stuck here yesterday, and it's time to just continue from there on. So it's gonna be like that. Enjoy the music and keep up the good work.
close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Feel like a dynamite, ready to explore right up in the sky. I need you to listen, I need you to hear, and don't show any fear. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul.
That's good.
shadows till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on.
Can you hear me? Am I audible? Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear. How can I help?
Well, the thing is that I have deployed my app on EC2, AWS EC2 machine. The thing is that I even ran there, that is running right now. But right now, if I just try to get that using if I run the IP address of my AWS machine, :3000, then I don't get the response. Why?
If you're not getting a response when trying to access your app using the IP address and port, it might be due to security group settings or firewall rules blocking the traffic. You might also need to ensure your app is actually listening on that port. Would you like help checking those settings?
Yeah, how can I do that?
Sure thing. Check your AWS security group settings to ensure inbound rules allow traffic on your port. Then, verify your application is bound to the correct IP and port. Would you like detailed steps for either part?
Yeah, start guiding me with the step by step. Do that.
Let me break it down for you step by step. 1. Go to the AWS EC2 console and find your security group .2. Edit the inbound rules to allow traffic on the port your app is using. 3. To check if your app is listening on that port, use the command netstat-npe grab listen on the server. Would you like detailed instructions or links to the documentation?
The thing is that I'm able to connect to my EC2 machine via terminal. So
Got it.
Why is this the problem that I'm facing?
It sounds like your EC... Got it. If you can SSH into the instance but not access your app on the port, it might be the security group settings or the app's bind configuration. Double check that the security group allows inbound traffic on that port, and ensure your app is bound to 0.0.0.0 or the public IP. Would you like help with either step?
How to check this thing?
Sure. First, go to the AWS console, open the EC2 dashboard, select security groups, and check that there's an inbound rule allowing traffic on your app's port. Then, SSH into your instance and run netstat-np grep listen to see if your app is actively listening on that port. Would you like detailed instructions or links to the documentation?
I have many security groups in here. Which one should I click on?
Identify which security group is attached to your EC2 instance. It's usually listed in the security group section of your instance details. Once you found it, click on that security group to view and edit its inbound rules. Would you like more help navigating the console?
Okay, I've got the name of that security group, that is Launch Wizard 3. What should I do next?
Great! Select Launch Viz 3 in the AWS console, go to the Inbound Rules tab, and click Edit Rules. Then add a rule allowing traffic on your app's port, TCP, your port number, and 0.0.0/0 as the source, then save it. Would you like more
I
help
have
with
to
that?
click on Edit Inbound Rules, right?
Exactly. Select the security group, go to Inbound Rules, and click Edit Rules to make your changes. If you need further assistance, feel free to let me know.
Well, in here it simply accepts all of them, like HTTPS, HTTP, SSH, and the IP address is 000, so I think it should be like that only.
Yes, if you want to allow traffic from any IP, Setting it to 0.0.0/0 is correct. Just ensure you save the rule after editing. If you need further help, feel free to ask.
So if I have my EC2 machine and I know the IP address, so I should be able to ping that as well, right?
Correct. You should be able to ping the IP address of your EC2 instance, assuming ICMP is allowed in the security group. If you're unable to ping, you might need to add a rule allowing ICMP traffic. Would you like guidance on how to do that?
ICMP. Okay, ICMP. What should be like ICMP IPv4 or IPv6?
Yes, you can allow ICMP for both IPv4 and IPv6. In the inbound rules, choose all ICMP IPv4 or all ICMP IPv6 and set the source to 0.0.0.0 or /0. That should enable ping. Need help with that setup?
Not really. Let's doing that. Like I'm selecting ICMP IPv6 as well, and then I'm setting this to anywhere IPv6, and that is the 000 something like that.
Yes, for IPv6, the source is typically 0/0, meaning any IPv6 address. Make sure to save the rule after adding it. If you need further guidance, let me know.
Okay, let me try whether I can actually ping it or not, and then I'll let you know.
Sounds good. Try that and see if it works. If you run into any issues, I'm here to help.
Well, amazing, it's working.
That's fantastic. Awesome. I'm glad.
Yeah.
Great to hear. Happy to help anytime.
Well, right now as I'm able to ping, that means I should be able to connect it to the I should be able to get the response as well.
Exactly. If you can ping the instance, you should also be able to connect to your app using the IP and port. Test it in your browser or with a tool like curl to confirm. If you need further assistance, I'm here.
Okay, I think it's gonna give me the same error again. But the thing is that I was able to ping that. When I was able to ping that, so I should be like I'm just keeping a ID colon the port number in the URL. So it should be giving the response, right?
Exactly. If you've allowed traffic through the security group and your app is listening, then accessing your IP and port in the browser or via a tool like curl should return your app's response. If not, double check your app's configuration and logs.
Okay, just working on that.
Sounds good. Keep it up. And feel free to reach out if you need further assistance.
Okay, let's see, ping it. The thing is that I'm able to ping the website, but when I use curl to get the response, I don't get that. Why?
It might be that your application is not responding on HTTP or HTTPS, or there's a misconfiguration. Double check your app's protocol and the port you're using. Would you like help troubleshooting that?
Let me fix that. Of course, it will be fixed from security groups, right?
Ensure the security group allows the correct protocol, TCP for HTTP or your specific port. Also, confirm your app is listening on that protocol and port. If you need further help, I'm here.
So ultimately it needs to get the TCP, the protocol should be TCP, don't you think so?
Yes, exactly. The protocol should be TCP. Make sure your security group rule is set to TCP for the port your app is using. If you need additional help, feel free to let me know.
Okay, I've made the changes. Rules
Just
you
say-
may not have changed anything.
Once you make the changes, it can take a few moments for changes to propagate, but usually it's instantaneous. If you're still not seeing results, try refreshing or rechecking after a minute. If the issue persists, feel free to ask for more help.
This is insane. Like,
I understand. It can be frustrating. If you'd like, I can help walk you through further troubleshooting steps or check specific configurations. Just let me know how you'd like to proceed.
the thing is that when the app is actually running and I can actually see the process is running, even I'm using PM2 for that, and it just keeps running the process, and I'm able to check the logs and using PM2 logs, and okay, it's running, like all the servers and apps that I have, they are running well. Using the IP I'm not able to get them, so what is the option now?
If the app is running and you've confirmed it with PM2, check the logs using PM2 logs to see if there are any errors or clues. Also, verify that your app is bound to all interfaces, not just localhost. Would you like help with those steps?
Okay, here's the thing, I'm using t2.small. Okay, the thing is that I'm actually able to run the project on that, but right now I'm not getting any way around this, like how I can actually get the result using the IP address plus the port number.
Sure. Ensure your app is listening on all network interfaces, not just localhost, and that the security group allows TCP traffic on that port. After confirming that, try accessing your IP and port in the browser or with curl. If you need further help, I'm here.
It does not work. I've done that.
It seems the issue could be related to AWS security groups or the network ACLs. You'll need to ensure inbound rules allow traffic on the port you're using, and also check that your app is bound to all interfaces, 0.0.0. just localhost. Would you like help with verifying or modifying these settings?
Does it usually work, like once you start running the app on EC2 machine, then can we get that using the IP address and port? Can we get the result?
Yes, typically. Once your app is running on an EC2 instance, and the security group allows the relevant ports, you should be able to access it using the public IP and port. If you're not seeing a response, It's likely due to security group settings or the app not being bound to all network interfaces. Would you like assistance with checking or adjusting these configurations?
Well, not really getting that.
I can help you with that. Would you like to walk through checking or modifying your security group rules together? Or do you need help confirming the app binding configurations?
Okay, when it comes to inbound rules, the inbound rule is already set to 000, and whether it is HTTPS, HTTPS SSH, even ICMP IV4. So I've set almost all the things. Still, it's not working. Why?
It seems you've configured your security groups broadly, but there could be underlying issues. Common troubleshooting steps include ensuring both inbound and outbound rules are correctly set, verifying network ACCLs, and checking routing tables. Would you like help with specific steps or checking configurations?
Last time I tried something called ngrok. What does this do?
ngrok is a tool that creates secure tunnels to expose local servers to the internet. Essentially, it gives you a public URL to your local machine, making it accessible from anywhere. It's handy for testing webhooks or APIs without deploying them publicly.
Could it be that the region I'm talking about, that I'm actually using a T2 small, but the thing is that no payment method is connected yet on AWS. Could it be the reason that I'm not getting any result when I just use IP address and port?
Yes, it can be a reason. If there's no connected payment method in your AWS account, AWS may restrict or limit access to your resources, including EC2 instances. It's important to ensure your billing information is up to date to avoid such issues. Would you like help updating your payment method?
Let me do that and see what happens.
Sounds good. Let me know if you need any assistance with the process.
Okay, this is now UPI. Getting it done, let's see. I'm adding a payment method using UPI.
Great. Once it's updated, the connectivity issue should resolve. If you need further help after updating, feel free to reach out.
Okay, can you hear me right now?
Yes, I can hear you. What's up?
I've done that.
Great. If you need help verifying or checking connectivity, just let me know.
Okay, so under payment methods, I'm getting UPI autopay, and that is autopay enabled.
That's good. AutoPay ensures that your payments are handled automatically, which helps prevent service interruptions. If you need further assistance or want to check if everything is set up correctly, I'm here to help.
So what do you think? Should it work right now?
It should work now, but I recommend checking your instance status and testing connectivity. If issues persist, you can try checking the security group settings or instance logs. Let me know if you need help with that.
Okay, I connected the payment method, and it just debited 2 rupees just for the checking purpose, of course. Now how will the money be deducted? Will it be deducted on the basis of the uses?
Typically with AutoPay enabled, any usage or charges will be automatically deducted from your linked payment method, such as your bank account or card. If any charges occur, you'll see them in your billing dashboard or receive notifications from AWS. Would you like help with checking your billing details?
Yeah, how can I know that?
You can check your billing details in the AWS Management Console under the Billing section. Would you like guidance on how to navigate there?
Yeah,
or do you want to...
I'm already in under bills and payments, so how should I check it right now?
In the Bills and Payments section, you can view your current charges, billing history, and upcoming invoices. Look for sections like Current Month or Payments and Methods to find detailed info. If you need further guidance, I can help step you through it.
Okay, right now I'm in billing and cost management, and under that there is bills. So right now AWS estimated bill summary I have right now, and that is 0.57 in USD. What does this mean? And Amazon Web Service in private link or something like that.
That means your estimated charges for the current billing cycle amount to approximately $57 USD. It's essentially a summary of your usage so far. If you want to see more details, click on that section to explore specific services and usage contributing to the cost. Would you like help with that?
Okay, and bill status is pending. What does this mean?
When the bill status is pending, it means your charges are still being processed and finalized. The final amount hasn't been confirmed yet. Once it's finalized, the status will update, and you'll see the confirmed charges. Would you like more details on when to expect finalization?
And the billing period is November 1 to November 30, 2025. What does this mean?
That means your current billing cycle runs from November 1st to November 30th, 2025. All usage and charges within that period will be grouped together in your bill. Would you like help?
Money is deducted at the end of the month, something like that?
Exactly. Your usage charges accumulate throughout the billing period, and the final billing and payment are processed at the end of the month. If you have more questions about managing your billing and charges, feel free to ask.
And I'm using right now T2 small, so it's gonna cost money, right?
T2.small instances are billed based on usage, so you'll incur charges according to the instance type and the duration it's running. You can check the detailed pricing in AWS pricing documentation.
It's saying that Elastic Compute Cloud, the amount in USD is 0.39. What does this mean?
That indicates the hourly rate for your T2.small instance is about 0.139 USD. This is the cost of running that instance per hour. If you'd like help with further cost breakdowns or budgeting, I'm here to assist.
There are total 5 services are running right now, like virtual private cloud, data transfer, service catalog, simple storage service. These are the things, but mostly 2 of them are costing money. Virtual private cloud 0.09 and then Elastic Compute Cloud 0.39.
That means you're being charged. That means your current resources like Virtual Private Cloud and Elastic Compute Cloud are incurring costs of about 9 cents USD and 39 cent USD respectively. This helps you track which services are contributing to your overall bill. If you need help optimizing and reducing costs, let me know.
How can I reduce the cost?
To reduce costs, consider stopping or downsizing unused resources, switching to reserved instances or savings plans, and using auto-scaling to adjust capacity. Also, consider monitoring usage with Cost Explorer to identify underutilized resources. Would you like help with any specific step?
The thing is that I'm using elastic IPs as well. Should I stop using them, or just use instances, or should I connect elastic IDs with the instances? Which one is better?
If your instance is actively running and needs a fixed IP, keeping an elastic IP attached is beneficial. If you're frequently stopping and starting instances, you can allocate the elastic IP to new instances as needed. Typically, if you have a stable, long-running service, keeping it attached is better. Would you like help with managing or attaching elastic IPs?
But the thing is that if I use elastic IPs, that means it will cost more money?
Elastic IPs are free, as long as they're attached to a running instance. However, if they remain unattached, AWS may charge you. So, to avoid unnecessary costs, ensure the IP is attached when your instance is running. Would you like help managing these attachments?
That means if I accidentally turn the stop the instance and the IP ID that means the elastic IP also got disconnected because the instance is stopped.
Exactly. If the instance stops, the elastic IP may become disassociated. To maintain a persistent IP, you might want to reattach it when you restart, or use an elastic IP allocation for failover scenarios. Would you like help with that?
Okay, that's great. Charge by account. So
Glad that.
This is.
You're welcome. If you have any more questions or need further assistance, feel free to let me know.
Okay, let's see whether it works or not. We've done all level best, and
Absolutely. Fingers crossed. And if you need further help down the line, I'm here for you.
now what could be the reason behind it? Even the payment method is attached.
If it's still not working, potential reasons could include security group settings, incorrect network ACLs, or missing route table configurations. It's also worth checking instance status checks in the AWS console. Would you like guidance on checking these settings?
Oh, wait.
Sure thing. First, check your security groups to ensure inbound rules allow traffic on your ports, e.g. 80 or 443. Then verify network ACLs and route tables in your VPC settings.
Right now.
If you'd like, I can walk you through how to check them step by step.
Listen, if I stop the instance right now, does that mean that the services running on that instance will be stopped too?
Yes, stopping the instance will halt all services running on it, including any associated elastic IP. If you need to keep services running, you might want to consider alternatives like using elastic IP with an auto-scaling group, or ensuring the instance stays up.
Well, the thing is that right now few apps are running on the instance, like AWS server, HTTP server. if I stop the instance, those servers will be stopped. Don't you think so?
Exactly. If you stop the instance, all servers, including your web and HTTP servers, will be stopped along with it. To keep them running, you'll need to keep the instance up.
Should I just stop it and then start it because I have just changed the payment method? Will it work?
You can try stopping and starting the instance to see if that helps apply recent changes, like the payment method. If there's any issue, you can also start it back up quickly.
What do you mean by start a backup?
I mean, you can stop the instance and then start it again to refresh its state. AWS makes that easy. If needed, you can bring it back online quickly after stopping it.
I'm going to stop that.
Got it. If you need any further assistance after doing that, feel free to let me know.
Well, it stopped right now. I think it's stopping. How long does it actually take? Does it take like how on an average how much time it takes to just stop and then start the things?
Typically, stopping or starting an EC2 instance takes about 1 to 2 minutes on average.
Well, it stopped right now. I think it's stopping. How long does it actually take? Does it take like how on an average how much time it takes to stop and then start things?
Typically. Exactly. 2 instances. You're welcome. You're welcome. If you need further help, just let me know.
Alright, I thought that because of this desktop audio, the sound of the AI that was being echoed or something like that. So I need to make sure that it doesn't echo. So for that thing, I just better get this thing done. Yeah, speak something so that I can check.
Sure thing. If you want to check if services are up and running again, try accessing them through the IP and port, or use monitoring tools in the AWS console. Let me know if you need help with that.
AI that was being echoed or something like that. So I need to make sure that it doesn't echo. So for that thing, I just better get this.
Absolutely.
Yeah, speak
Once
something
it's
so
up,
that I can check.
if you need further assistance or want help verifying the setup, feel free to reach out. I'm here to help. Or use monitoring tools in the AWS console. Let me know if you need help with that.
Well, this time it's better. Okay, so it was like that. I know things are being echoed, so next time onwards I'll just keep this particular thing in mind. Okay, it's even stopped if I'm not wrong. Yeah, let's restart it. Start it again. Okay, it's initializing, and right now I should just give it a try again. I'll have to just run all the services. At least do it. Okay, CD. I can directly run the services, right? npm install. Either I can use the what about pm2 status? Yeah, there's nothing right now. So let's do one thing. npm dev, simply run the services like this, and then at least for now it's better. and once I'm sure that I'm getting the response, then I'll be just changing it. I mean, I'll be using the PM2 or maybe forever. Okay, let's see. The IP address. Even this wasn't the region. This is crazy. Why am I getting this? It seems like it's gonna take time again. What can fix this? Engine rock. Ngrok. Putting your APIs online shouldn't be hard, so we made it easy. So last time I actually tried this. What exactly it does, I have no idea. So let's see. Deploy your app online. Run the following command to add your auth token to the default list, then and run this particular command. Too small, should work fine. CPU utilization network. Security networking. Well, it's not gonna be easy peasy thing. I will have to just do something or the other. I don't know what. If it had to work, it would have already worked. I can ping it. Nginx server. If I just simply run this, so I get that. I get the response. Nginx server. That means I'm getting the response from there. That means I'm getting the response actually, but not exactly what I want. This is from Nginx. Nginx is also installed, so I'm getting this thing from its side. Well, time to take a break. Done with this. I'll be figuring this thing out, by the way. I'm just gonna take a break for a while, at least for some time. Then I'm gonna be back figuring this thing out. DevOps section. Gonna be